So we continue our interviews at the Consumer Protection Conference with Mr. Tamas RUMI, Head of International Claims Division, Hungarian Motor Insurance Bureau, Association of Hungarian Insurance Companies. Welcome to Bucharest and to our Consumer Protection Conference.
Thank you for the invitation. It was a great event and it was a pleasure for me and a personal honor to attend. And I think we could hear many interesting things and new solutions in terms of consumer protection in Europe, not only in Romania, but also in different other countries.
We're glad that you found this useful. We also appreciate your being here and your experience on this field. Mr. RUMI, all over Europe, insurers are facing a tough business environment nowadays. The years of financial distress have determined significant mutations in the consumer's behavior, which could last for many years ahead. How would you comment on the Hungarian market's evolution in this context?
Well, actually, the economic crisis of 2008 hit the Hungarian insurance market quite hard. Just like the others all over Europe. But by now I can say that we are slowly recovering, not only in life insurance but also in motor insurance, MTPL. Slowly, but there is a series of positive signs regarding the development of the market, but we are still far from reaching the 2008 levels or the levels before the crisis. That's what I can say very shortly.
Has the consumer behavior changed in the last couple of years?
Well, fortunately, as an institution or as an association who have an insight on consumer behavior, we haven't experienced much change in the stance of consumers on the insurance market. I can say that most clients of insurance companies were quite patient with insurance companies during this hard period, and we haven't seen a rise in complaints, for example. Moreover, our supervisory authority, the Financial Supervisory Authority and later the Hungarian National Bank, has registered a decreasing number in complaints, mainly in motor insurance. And that's also a result of our activities in the association.
That means we have a lot to learn from the consumer protection aspect from the Hungarian experience.
Thank you. Yes. Well, we are happy to transfer our experiences and share it with other stakeholders on the European market. And as I also already mentioned, we have quite positive experience with complaints management and complaints and consumer protection in general on the Hungarian market.
Let's go a little bit into the motor insurance segment, segment very important for the Romanian insurance market, and I'm sure that also for the Hungarian one. So what are the most relevant experiences in your market on this segment?
Well, in motor insurance, just going back to our first question, there were serious concerns about the premium levels, mainly in MTPL. They were among, and they still are among the lowest on the European market.
Lower than in Romania?
Yeah, even lower than in Romania. So I think we are in the bottom 3 or 4 countries on the European level. So it was a huge risk for the Hungarian market, but now, as I already mentioned, the market starts to recover slowly, but last year we have registered a slow rise in MTPL premiums, and I think that was the biggest concern for the stakeholders of the Hungarian insurance market.
Were there some radical measures taken in order to reach this result?
No radical measures were taken, but last year the financial authority or the MTPL law of Hungary made it possible for insurance companies to publish premiums anytime they wanted, because before it was possible only once a year, and it was a huge risk for the market because you couldn't calculate everything 1 year before. So if something happened during the year, you couldn't react at once. Now it is possible, and it's safer now for the Hungarian market, and it's beneficial for the motor business in Hungary.
Regarding our main subject today, the consumer protection, what are the measures taken by the Hungarian market in order to increase the consumer protection?
Well, we have a very good experience with such measures in our association. We have actually developed innovative ways to deal with consumer protection matters. One of these in MTPL, for example, is the so-called Premium Navigator website, which is a calculator website on the internet, and it is the only complete calculator on the market. It's totally comprehensive. It contains all discounts and the premiums of all insurance companies, and it's good for the consumers because they can compare in a fair way all the premiums that are available and all the offers of insurance companies.
And who takes care of this calculator?
It's our association that manages this calculator, and it's important to mention that all this happens with the consent of the competition authority and our supervisory authority. So we have no problems legally with this solution, and it has proven to be quite successful so far, with more than, as far as I know, 40,000 views per year.